Hello.
Okay, oops. Let's start on that. All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Lal, and we're going to begin with our first appearance calendar for this Saturday, April 25th, 2026. If you are a witness or an alleged victim or a family member or someone here to speak on behalf of or against a defendant, please switch your video off and mute your screen. Please switch your video off or mute your screen. Only courthouse staff and the attorneys shall remain on video. As I was saying, my name is Judge Lal, and we're going to begin with cases in which individuals were recently arrested and booked at the Fulton County Jail. Soon after being booked in, their cases have now been formally accused by the prosecutor, who is the Solicitor General of Fulton County. When I address each of your cases, I will let you know what is your new case number, what are the charges brought against you, to appoint counsel where necessary, and to set a bond. Some of you may also be given a new court date, which will be May 7th, 2026 at 9 a.m. The next court date will be a virtual proceeding, so please make sure to get your Zoom link from the clerk's office. Who's hosting this? Miss Champion? Or who's our host? Miss Champion? Are you hosting as well?
It's Mr. Jordan that's hosting, Your Honor.
All right, could you please switch off the video for Motorola and Kamshia Williams? They
Yes.
don't seem to be following instructions. All right, as I was saying, one of the things I will establish is a bond. So depending on the charges brought against you, the circumstances underlying those charges, as well as to see whether you have a significant criminal record history, your bond may possibly be either a release bond or a signature bond. It may be a surety or cash bond. In either event, please remember that conditions may also be attached to your bond, which you will have to comply with. Okay, if you're a defendant charged with one or more misdemeanor offenses, please remember these rights. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you choose to say or state or discuss about the facts or circumstances of your case during this virtual proceeding, your statements can and will be used against you. This proceedings are not only being recorded and live streamed, so if you have any comments to make, please direct them to your attorney when you have a private moment to speak with them. You have a right to an attorney if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to represent you. Okay, let's address Fredo. I'm sorry, who are we addressing first? Courtroom 2?
I can go ACDC.
Okay, ACDC, who are we addressing first?
Position 10.
And I understand that we have an add-on calendar with 2 cases on it as well. So let's see, position 10, we have Zentiana Emil Farmer, accused of pointing or aiming a gun or a pistol at another in simple assault, case number 26CR 2632D. Ms. Farmer, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Correa. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
Second, 2019 obstruction. Dismiss. That's all.
Any FTAs?
It's the second arrest.
Oh, second.
That's all.
I'm sorry. I heard. Okay, this was second arrest. Got it. Thank you. Ms. Evans-Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident happened when officers went to 8064 South Fulton Parkway. There appeared to be a verbal dispute between Dahilia Moore and her former girlfriend, Miss Farmer. I believe Miss Farmer's actually pregnant, was in the warrant as well. She came to the residence. She was unannounced and was asked to leave the residence. She was shouting obscenities and being aggressive, and Miss Moore closed the door. Miss Farmer proceeded to bang on the door, and I believe it's in an apartment complex, so she came outside. Once she got outside, she realized that there were two other individuals that were out there, and she felt that this was a form of intimidation. Miss Farmer continued to scream and yell at her. She pulled out a pink handgun, a pistol, and aimed it at her. Miss Moore was close enough that she was able to slap the gun out of her hand and disengage with her. There was also another witness out in the community who saw this. Although she does not have the significant history maybe some other people have, I think this is a significant event and we're looking to transfer it. At this point, we are asking for a $5,000 surety as to each count, which would make for a $10,000 surety. No alcohol, drugs, no firearms, any firearms in which she possessed. We would ask that they be surrendered as well. Thank you. And she stay away from the 8064 South Fulton Parkway address and no further contact with the victim, Ms. Moore. And I don't know if Ms. Moore is on, if the court would announce for her, please. Thank you.
Dahelia Moore, if you're on Zoom and wish to be addressed, please start your video and unmute your screen. All right, I'm hearing crickets. Ms. Correa?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Farmer is 25 years old. The address in Odyssey is her good address. That's out of Georgia, where she resides with her grandmother and her mother. She's a high school graduate. She has also attended cosmetology school and has been consistently employed for the last 3 years at a hair salon called Silk and Blow. I have gone over what a no contact stay away order means with Miss Farmer, and she indicates that she can abide by the terms and conditions of a stay away no contact. Given that this is her second ever arrest, the previous one was in 2019 and resulted in a dismissal, I'm asking Your Honor to consider a signature bond for both of these charges. If Your Honor is not inclined to set that signature bond, I'm asking for a $1,000 bond on each charge, not to exceed $2,000.
All right. On count 1 is going to be a $1,500 surety bond. Count 2 is going to be a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. This is a $3,000 split bond, and this will be monitoring for 12 months. No further contact with Dahelia Moore, which means she has to stay 200 yards away from Miss Moore, wherever she's physically located, where she lives, where she works, where she does anything. There has to be a 200-yard gap between the two of them. She's also to stay away from the entire apartment complex at 8064 South Fulton Parkway in Fairburn, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and definitely no weapons and no firearms. If she owns or possesses any firearms, they must be surrendered to the police authorities for destruction within 7 days of being released. She'll report to pretrial once a month for a minimum period of 12 months. And if she violates any of these conditions, her entire bond will be revoked. Her next court date is going to be May 7th, 2026 at 9 a.m. Thank you.
Judge, can you repeat that amount?
Sure, 1,500 surety bond on count 1, 1,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1 on count 2, 3,000 split bond.
Next is position number 18, Miss Mincy.
Erika Christina Mincy is accused of battery family violence from April 13th of this year, case 26 CR 2640C. Miss Mincy, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Miss Correa. Any priors?
First arrest.
Okay. Miss Evans-Battle? I'm sorry, please unmute. There we go.
Yes, Sharon. Yes, thank you. Waiting for the document to come up. Sorry. I apologize.
Okay.
I have wrong document. No, she is in a no bond status at this time.
Right, it's family violence.
Yes, it is family violence. I just wanted to see this, so the court, you have some information for me.
All right. Walter,
Yes, there
go
is a
ahead.
victim that is,
Kemshia Williams.
yes, I believe she is on the line also. She indicated that the allegations in the warrant happened. She was concerned because the defendant is pregnant, came to the apartment, assaulted her, broke some property in which she has since replaced. So we did not charge her with that. We only charged her for the battery. It occurred April the 13th of 2026 at 3871 Red Wine Road Southwest. And there were injuries to her. There were some lacerations the officer observed on her. So I believe she's on here and she does wish to speak with the court in reference to contact. Our position is it should be at this time, we're just asking for a $3,500 signature bond through pretrial services. I believe the victim wants no further violent contact. And if that's the case, then the state would be in agreement to that. No alcohol, drugs, weapons while on bond.
Ms. Kemshia Williams, if please unmute and start your video. Ms. Kemshia Williams. All right, Ms. Correa, are you in agreement with this representation?
Hello?
Yes, you need to start your video if you want to contribute.
It's saying, okay. It's not allowing me to start it. You see, okay, I got it.
All right, Ms. Williams, did you want to say something?
Yes,
All right,
I
raise your right
actually,
hand. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
yes.
All right, would you like to have continuous contact with Miss Mincy?
Well, we have no choice but to because she's pregnant and we end up doing AI together. So
You end up doing what?
she is currently pregnant and we did AI where she is carrying a baby for both of us.
Okay.
So
Putting aside the pregnancy, are you comfortable with having contact with Miss Mincy?
yes. And I
Okay.
told the police is that I did not want to press charges on her that night. And I spoke to the detective and the victim people and told them that I did not want to press charges on her.
Okay.
I just wanted her to leave.
That decision is not with the alleged victim. That decision is with the prosecutor. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Bond is going to be set at 3,500. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. This is going to be a 12-month monitoring case. Ms. Mincy, you can sign up for your bond, but you have to report to pretrial once a month. Within 30 days of being released, you will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program, and you will complete all 24 weeks of classes at your expense. No violent contact with Kemshia Williams. You may return to the Red Wine Road location, and you're not allowed to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and not allowed to own or possess any firearms. Your next court date will be sent to your current address. Thank you. All right, ACDC, do you have any other cases?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You have a good weekend. Courtroom 2, who do we have next?
Position number 20, Mr. Morgan.
Canerius Morgan is accused of theft by shoplifting from April 21st of this year. His case number is 26CR2627E. You've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Miss Ulysses, or Mr. Ulysses.
Yes.
Sorry, I can't make out the screen. Is it Miss Ulysses? There we go. Okay. Thank you. You got the light in your background, so.
Yes, Your Honor, I apologize.
That's okay. That's better. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ulysses. Okay,
Okay.
Mr. Howard, any priors?
32. He got an open trespass out of state court on
Mhm.
probation for shoplifting out of DeKalb County. 2026 FTA. 2020.
That's good.
All right.
Thank you. Ms. Evans Battle, what's the bond recommendation?
The bond recommendation is for a 1,500 surety bond at this time. He went to Barnes and Nobles. He'd previously been criminal trespassed at that. And I actually have that he has two open pending criminal trespass cases, 26 CR 0000657E and 26 CR 002591E.
I have the 91E case. What was the other one? 26 CR?
Yes, 000657E.
Okay. And so it's a 1,500 and stay away from Barnes and Noble?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor, Nasir Ulysses representing Mr. Morgan. Your Honor, we're asking that you grant Mr. Morgan a signature bond. He would not be able to afford any bond amount. So any sort of surety that you would set would basically be setting a no bond. He wasn't charged with anything violent. He's not a danger to society. We do have an address that we could provide to the court to where if notice was sent, he would receive it and go to his next court date. Your Honor, he's 29 years old. He's a Georgia resident for the last 12 years. And for those reasons, Your Honor, we are asking that you grant him a signature bond today.
Unfortunately, the FTA and the open case disqualifies him from a signature bond. His bond is going to be 1,250. It is a surety bond. He's to stay away from the Barnes and Nobles in question, as well as all Barnes and Noble stores. Unfortunately, he'll have to find his reading materials from elsewhere. Next court date is May 17th, and we will address this case as well as the two other cases that have been identified. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sorry, Your Honor, that bond amount was 1,250?
1,250, correct. Surety.
Okay. Next, we have position number 1. Miss Achilles?
Achilles, like the tendon.
Like the famous Troy. Okay. Miss Fredo Achilles, please come forward to the chair. Okay, then. Is that that's a male though? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fredo Achilles is accused of simple battery family violence, case 26 CR 002633E. Alleged incident date is April 24th of this year. You've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Ms. Correa. Any priors?
17. You got an open simple assault out of state court. 2014 possession of a firearm by a convicted felon conviction. 2011 sale of marijuana, possession of cocaine, felony obstruction conviction. That's all.
Thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident happened at 916 Wood Creek Drive in Roswell. It appeared that Miss Jessica Dockery is the victim in the case. She indicated that Mr. Achilles was upset because he indicated that she was hooking up with a roommate that was in the household and confronted her about this. He grabbed her up and she was sitting on the sofa. He grabbed her up by her armpits and slung her down onto the floor and at that point and proceeded to, I guess they were like in a struggle at that point on the ground. There was a witness that saw what happened as well. Our bond recommendation is for a $3,500 surety bond. In this case, no further contact with the victim, Jessica Dockery. We are asking that there be a stay away from the 916 Wood Creek Drive location and no alcohol, drugs, weapons while out on bond and no firearms. Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Jessica Dockery, if you're on Zoom and you want to address the court, please unmute and start your video. All right, Ms. Correa?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Achilles is 42 years old and has been a resident of Georgia since 2001. I have verified with him that the address listed in Odyssey is an address where he is able to receive mail and any correspondence from the court so he can return to answer to these charges. He also has 2 adult children, one of which is still here in Georgia. Mr. Achilles has some ongoing medical conditions that are a concern. He suffered a broken hip last November. That was the result of an epileptic seizure. He has been a diagnosed epileptic for several years now, and that requires a lot of ongoing maintenance and care to ensure his health and safety. At this time, we are asking for a signature bond, if Your Honor is willing to consider it.
Unfortunately, he doesn't qualify. His prior case, 25 CR 006007E, requires him to have no contact with Jessica Dockery and to stay away from the Wood Creek Drive. This new case is not only a new violation, but it's also a violation of the prior bond order. His bond is going to be $3,500. It is going to be a surety bond. He's to stay 500 yards away from Jessica Dockery. Stay 500 yards away from 916 Wood Creek Drive in Roswell, Georgia. He's not allowed any visits to that location at all for any reason. Both cases are going to be further noticed to May 7th. Thank you. Next case.
Next we have position number 3, Miss Cameron.
Cameron, okay.
You good? Go ahead, you can sit down. Miss Cameron, come on up. I apologize for the light. We had a partial outage over here.
Well, welcome to my world. Okay. Chantel Mercedes Cameron is accused of theft of services from February 21st of this year, oh, excuse me, last year. 26 CR 2619E. Ms. Cameron, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Correa. Any priors?
First.
Okay. Ms. Johnson, any recommendation?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. We're asking for a 2,500 surety bond and stay away from a tow. Apparently, on February 21st, Miss Cameron's car was, well, before that, her car was towed to a tow. That's the name of the towing company. And she was permitted to access her vehicle on February 21st. She accessed her vehicle and took off with her vehicle out of the lot without consent. And so that's the basis for the theft of service. So we're asking for 2,500 and as much as she can stay away from the ATO company because she already has her car back. She still owes them $354.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Correa?
Your Honor, Ms. Cameron is 22 years old. I have verified with her that the address in Odyssey is a good address. I do believe it needs to be amended to include apartment 6D as in dog. I've expressed to her that it will be her responsibility to follow up with the court to ensure that the address is good so that way she can receive future notice. But at that residence, she lives with her father. That address is in Newnan, Georgia. She graduated from Newnan High School. She has a good job out in Peachtree City. Given that this is her first arrest and these warrants are over a year old, I'm asking for a UJR or a signature bond.
Bond is set at 2,500. It's a signature bond for pretrial services, level 2. She will stay away from the ATO business location. Report to pretrial twice a month. If she gets arrested again, or if she fails to report, or if she does not show up in court when summoned, her bond will be revoked. Thank you.
Next, we have position number 4, Ms. Clemens.
Even though she don't have a position number, it might be an error.
Morgan Clemens is accused of battery family violence, 2 counts of battery family violence from April 24th of this year. Her case number is 26 CR 2634B. You've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Correa. Any priors?
Yeah, 6. 2018 FTA, 2018 battery DV conviction out of Florida, 2018 hit and run driving without a valid license conviction. That's all.
I'm sorry, what, 2018 hit and run?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident happened on April the 22nd, and the officers went to I'm having struggles with my hand. The officers, they responded to the incident. Union City Police responded to the actually the Atlanta City Detention Center at 254 Peachtree Street. It appeared that, and during this was an inmate transport of a wanted person. I'm sorry.
Yeah, or I'm not sure if you're reading from the right case.
Yes,
No,
I'm
that
reading.
doesn't ring a bell.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So,
This, if you just give me a minute, this
no
is,
problem.
it looks like it may be a
this is-
bind over.
This is the one involving. Sorry. Here it is.
All right,
It's the
this
one
is-
involving Sandy Springs, Madeline Faust.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Madeline Faust was this one which the paramedics arrived to the location. It happened at 8601 Roberts Drive. And they were rendering aid. It appeared that Madeline Faust was the victim in the case, who indicated that she had been hit. She had her cheek had a large circular bruise on it. On her collarbone area, there was a visible red bite mark as well in this particular case. We are asking for a surety bond in this case, and I believe this is the one that had children were present too. Probably.
I didn't see anything.
I don't think so, Miss Evans
Okay.
Battle. But this was the one involving two intimate partners with results to the regards to the conflict.
Okay, then. So our typically for a single count of family battery violence, I usually would ask for a $3,500 surety bond. No further contact with Ms. Faust, and stay away from her location. Thank you.
Madeline Faust, if you want to contribute, this is the time to unmute and start your video. Madeline Faust. All right, she's not present. Ms. Correa?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Clemens is 30 years old. She is originally from Florida, which is why we have some cycles out of there. She came to Georgia to, get new surroundings and move in with her best friend, who is the Miss Faust listed. Ms. Clemens does not have any children, but she is currently enrolled studying medical billing and coding. She is a high school graduate. She is also supporting herself by working at Waffle House at this time. After speaking with Ms. Clemens, it seems like several of her cycles, including the one before you today, stem from ongoing MH issues. She does have diagnoses that
I saw that in the warrant. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. So I do think that is something at play here. She is normally medicated and receiving services and treatment for her conditions. At this time, I would ask for a UJR.
Okay. On count 1, it's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. On count 2, it's going to be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. This will be a 12-month monitoring once she pays the initial $2,000 surety bond, where she will report to pretrial services twice a month. She will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program within 30 days of being released and complete all the classes at her expense. She's to have no further contact with Madeline Faust. and she's to stay 200 yards away from 8601 Roberts Drive in apartment 1112 in Sandy Springs. She's allowed a one-time visit with a police officer to retrieve her personal belongings. That visit cannot exceed 1 hour. She will update the court with her new address within 30 days of being released. And she's to comply with all MH treatment and medication. If she's unable to post bond, she will be seen by a social worker to explore any MH or BH issues. Thank you. Oh, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons.
Next we have, she's not on the calendar, but her last name is Parks.
Parks, booking number?
Booking number, hold on.
I had emailed it, so had Mr. Haddad.
260-7085.
260
7085.
85. And I'm assuming this case is not accused?
Your Honor, it seems like I'm not quite sure what happened, but when the officer submitted his warrants into the system, the warrants were signed by two separate judges. So these warrants are actually a duplicate of what she appeared in court for yesterday, for which she did receive a signature bond. And it was through processing the signature bond that the additional warrant popped up and is now currently holding her in custody.
Yes, it's for Ms. Parks and for Mr. Maddox. I had not been able to get to it in order to, we just created the SG numbers for the purpose of dismissing those cases. So they're going to be NOD'd. I was going to try and do it while we're working through the calendar.
All right, so which cases are going to be NOD'd?
So that would be Parks, which is the case that you just called, and Mark Maddox, which is 26 CR 0. Oh no, you guys, I don't know what the booking number is.
I have Mr. Maddox's booking number as 2607084.
And the charges under this booking number are going to be NOD'd?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the duplicates are going to be NOD'd. So there are, what they did was they booked, they have two warrants under the same booking number.
Okay.
So we're going to NOD the ones that are duplicates.
All right, did that make sense, Deputy?
Yes.
Okay. Then we're moving on to another case.
Yeah, we'll go with position number 26, Mr. Tiller.
I have Dwayne Tiller on 25 and 26. So he has two cases. Mr. Dwayne Tiller, okay, that's the correct individual. He has two separate cases. Position 25 is 26 CR 2629H, in which he is accused of battery, obstructing, hindering a person from making an emergency phone call, and simple assault. Incident date appears to be April 23rd, 2026. His second case is position 26, case number 26 CR 2630H, accused of willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer from April 24th of this year. Mr. Tiller, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Ulysses. Any priors?
Yeah, 5 adult cycles. Out of Tennessee, I got a 2025 failure to appear. It's possession of a Schedule 6 for resale drug paraphernalia. On probation, not a card, first offender theft by receiver. They gave him 5 years probation last year. And a 2024 simple possession of drug-related objects conviction. That's all.
Ms. Evans-Barrow?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident happened on April the 24th. The officers actually were at the 223 James P. Brawley Parkway, but the incident initially started at the 1084 Howell Mill Road Northwest address. Lashika Gates is the victim in the case, and the officer observed injury to her left cheeks were swollen and her right eye was bloodshot, red, and there were additional bleeding from her mouth in this case. It appeared they were in the home. Originally, she was leaving the household. He became upset because she didn't want to have sex because she was leaving. He became irritated, and she tried initially to go and calm him down. It appeared that he pushed her. So she went outside. She was calling the police, and he came out, grabbed her purse, her phone, and keys, and got into the car. She got into the back seat, apparently. I don't know if she was going to get her things. And he drove off in the vehicle and said that he was going to wreck the car. And he was driving over curbs in the grass and striking various objects along the way. She had opened her door when she got in, I guess, and he started to drive away. She had opened her door to attempt to leave the vehicle. And she was screaming and yelling as how the campus police became involved because he was driving with her, basically hanging out, having a foot out the door. Once the officers, of course, he didn't cooperate with the officers when they went to arrest him. So that was the willful obstruction of the law enforcement officer. So as to the first case, battery, family violence, $3,000, hindering $1,000, and simple assault $1,000 for a $5,000 surety bond on the first case. As to the second case, we're asking for $1,000 surety as to that case, and that would make for $6,000 surety is what we're actually going to ask for in this case. Thank you. That he have no further contact with the victim and to stay away from her location. Thank you.
Is there a Rashika Gates on Zoom that wants to contribute to the proceeding? This is the time to unmute and start your video. All right, Ms. Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking, ideally for Mr. Tiller to be given a signature bond. If not a signature bond, we're asking for a reduced bond at $500 per count. Your Honor, Mr. Tiller is 21 years old. The alleged victim in this case, she's 36. They have been dealing with each other since Mr. Tiller was about 17 years old, and she was about 32. He honestly doesn't want anything to do with her. He feels like as he's getting older, he's realizing that this was a relationship that he was taken advantage of in. He vehemently denies the allegations. This is a situation where the alleged victim, this was a case of self-defense. Again, he, feels like he's a victim in this case, where this older woman has been taking advantage of him. As for the charge, I don't believe they live together, nor do they share a child together. So I'm not sure why this is being charged under family violence. In regards to Mr. Tiller, he suffers from seizures. He has been his whole life, which does make it hard for him to be in custody. He's currently living with his mother. He was doing event work at Georgia Tech last year, but now he's currently looking for work, and he does plan to go to Atlanta Tech for his GED. Your Honor, he does want the opportunity to contest these allegations. So we are asking for a signature bond, or at the very least, a very much reduced bond than the state has offered to the court.
All right, last call for Ms. Rashika Gates. Well, I certainly learned a new word from the warrant, a situationship. So I guess that's on the spectrum of relationships. On the battery charge, count one is going to be 1,000 surety. Obstructing or hindering a person from making an emergency phone call is going to be a 1,000 surety. And the simple assault is 500. This is a 2,500 surety bond. And on a willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, that's going to be a 500 surety. His total bond is going to be a $3,000 surety bond. No further contact with Rashika Gates. And His next court date for both cases is going to be May 7th, unless he posts his bond. If he does post bond, he's not to return to the 1084 Howell Mill Road location. He's also to stay away from the entire campus of Clark Atlanta University and the Walmart in Wine City, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that last willful obstruction, that was 500, you said?
500 surety.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so next we have position number 11, Mr. Harris.
Okay.
Where's Mr. Harris? Harris. Ovino Harris.
Oh, Your Honor, never mind.
Okay, we'll skip that one. We'll go with position number 12, Mr. Jackson.
All right. Dontavis Jackson's accused of 1 count of battery, family violence, and 1 count of cruelty in the 3rd degree from December 4th of 2024. Case number is 26 CR 2642F. Mr. Jackson, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Ms. Yossis. Any priors?
11. 2021, theft by taking possession of marijuana, simple battery. Yeah, the 2013 misdemeanor CWAC conviction. That's all.
Ms. Johnson or Ms. Evans battle? I don't know who's chiming in on this one.
I think it'll be Miss Evans' battle.
All right, there you go, Miss Battle.
All right, let's see what's happening. Okay. If I could just get some cooperation here.
Okay.
All right, then. This happened December the 4th of 2024. And it happened at the Evergreen Apartments located at 5250 State Route 128. It appeared that the victim and complainant is Shakira Goodwin. She indicated that the father of her children, Mr. Jackson, struck her in the face in front of her 10-year-old daughter, KG, and fled the scene. At the time, it appeared that the officer charged with battery, family violence, and cruelty to children as a result of the incident. We would be asking for a $3,000 surety on the battery and $2,000 on the cruelty to children for $5,000 surety bond. No further contact with the victims in the case. No alcohol, drugs, weapons while out on bond, and no firearms. And stay away from the location that is listed in the documents.
All right. Is there a Miss Goodwin on Zoom who wants to? I see a C Goodwin, so I don't know if that's the same individual. Shakira Goodwin, if you want to address this case, please unmute and start your video. All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you Miss Shakira Goodwin involved with the case from December 2024 in Union City?
Yes.
All right. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right. What would you like to tell us?
Me and Mr. Jackson is currently in a relationship. We do have 3 kids together. We are in good standing. I don't feel that he's any fear to me or my kids. He's the sole provider of my home, and I would like him home.
So since December of 2024, When did y'all reconcile or reunite or start living together again?
In February of 2024. I mean, in 2025, I'm sorry, February of 2025.
Okay. Thank you. Miss Yilsis, anything to add?
Not really, Your Honor. We're asking that you grant Mr. Jackson a signature bond. As you've heard, the alleged victim no longer wants to pursue these charges. She's not in fear of her life. This has happened, over a year ago now, and there has been no reports of anything similar happening since. They do share 3 kids, which he does take care of financially and physically. And so for those reasons, Your Honor, we're asking for a signature bond to be granted in this case.
Thank you. On the battery family violence, it's going to be 3,500. On the cruelty charge, it's going to be 1,500. This is a 5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. And Ms. Champion, this will be a 12-month monitoring case with pretrial. He will report once a month. He will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program within 30 days of being released and attend and complete all 24 weeks of classes at his expense. He's to have no violent contact with Shakira Goodwin, no violent contact with any of the members, with any of the children that he shares with her. He may return to the Evergreen Apartments if that's where they currently live. And if he fails to report to pretrial, if he doesn't enroll in those classes, or if he doesn't report to court when summoned, the $5,000 signature bond will be revoked. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, no weapons, and no firearms. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 28, Ms. Williams.
Judge, what was the last amount?
3,500 and 1,500 signature bond, pretrial level 1, 12 months. DVIP requirement.
Level 1.
All right. Bertha Williams.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Is accused of theft by taking from April 6th of this year. Her case number is 26 CR 2631F. Ms. Williams, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Correa. Any priors?
54. Got an open loitering problem, giving false name. You got the case number?
Yes.
I got an open criminal trespass. I'm sorry, on probation for the trespass.
Mm-hmm.
On probation for another trespass and another one. 3 probations. 2024 is theft by taking, trespass conviction. 23 terrorist threats, trespass conviction. 21 failure to appear. 21.
That's good. Thank you. Ms. Evans-Banner?
Yes, she is charged for April the 6th going on to the porch at 521 Bryan Street. The victim is Sarah Oken. There was a package that was delivered with shoes. Miss Williams took her shoes off and put the shoes that were in the package that was delivered on and left. It was caught on a ring camera. We're asking for a $2,000 surety bond. No further contact with Miss Oken. Stay away from that Bryant Street location. Social worker visit for MH issues and housing. No alcohol, drugs, weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Ms. Correa?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Williams reports that she is 59 years old. She does have 3 children, a 21-year-old, a 24-year-old, and a 26-year-old. Between her children, she has 10 grandchildren. She also reports to have her bachelor's degree in business administration, and that she is currently employed at Kroger. At this time, we are asking for a signature bond.
Okay. On the theft by taking, that's going to be a $1,500 surety bond. No contact with Sarah Watkins and stay away from the incident location. And we will have a social worker to address any BH or housing issues. This case will be further noticed to May 7th, along with 26 CR 00, I want to make sure, 2423F. And I don't know if that was a signature bond in the prior case, but both cases will be addressed on May 7th unless Miss Williams posts this bond. Oh, that was $1,000 signature bond through the jail. So, all right. So we'll address both cases on May 7th. Thank you.
You got it. Next we have. Conviction number 2, Mr. Bradford.
Daryus Bradford Jr. is accused of battery, family violence, and criminal trespass causing damage to property from January 26th of this year. His case number is 26CR2618Y. Mr. Bradford, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Correa. Any priors?
2025 disorderly conduct conviction. It was amended from an ag assault.
Mhm.
And a 2022 felony terrorist threats amended to disorderly conduct conviction. That's all.
Thank you. All right. And Ms. Johnson.
No, cold signature.
I'm sorry, please unmute.
I'm sorry. The defendant lives with the victim, Jamaria Jones. They were involved in an argument that turned physical. It's reported that he slapped her and grabbed her around her neck during the altercation. The officer said he observed visible scratch marks on both of her elbows. So that's why we're charging it with a battery, family violence. We're asking for a $2,000 surety bond on each count.
All right. Jamaria Jones, if you on Zoom and you want to be addressed, please unmute and start your video. No? Okay. Ms. Correa?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Bradford is 26 years old. He is currently serving weekends at the Fulton County Jail for that 25 SC 001081 case number that pretrial mentioned. So I think that is how he came to be in custody for this. So he has been, attending court and going to his hearings, entered a sentence on that 2025 case. And it's through the administration of that case that he is now being held on these warrants as well. So I did just want to bring that to the court's attention. I believe he's serving this weekend and I believe next weekend as well for that sentence. Additionally, this is an incident that occurred several months ago. Mr. Bradford and Ms. Jones have been in contact since then, seemingly without incident. Mr. Bradford is the proud father of 3 children. He got his GED through Job Corps and is gainfully employed at DKS Packaging as a warehouse loader. He is expected to return back to work on Monday. I believe that is a consideration that was taken when entering his plea for the 25 SC case number so that he does not lose his job. At this time, we are asking for a signature bond, given that he has demonstrated that he can show up and return to court when asked, and so he can maintain steady employment.
Your Honor, may the state add one more thing? We're asking for no further violent contact. I wanted to add that too there.
Is that what the victim allocated to the state?
We haven't spoken with the victim as far as I know.
So what's the basis of no further violent contact?
Well, I'm listening to what the court is saying, what the public defender is saying, and she's saying that they've had contact subsequently. So I would prefer that they have no further violent contact than them have just contact at all.
So you're saying they can communicate and have contact, but as long as no physical.
I would defer to the court, Your Honor. If you in your wisdom say it should be no further contact, then I would defer to you.
I would ask for no further violent contact, but that's just my position on the matter.
All right, thank you. On the battery family violence, that's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. On the criminal trespass, it's going to be a $1,000 surety bond. This is a $3,000 surety bond. He is to have no further violent contact with Jamaria Jones, but he cannot return to 1055 Arden Avenue in Southwest Atlanta. He's allowed a one-time visit to that location with a police officer to retrieve his personal belongings. But until this case is resolved, he is not allowed to cohabitate with Miss Jones. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And unfortunately, he's also got a City of Atlanta hold. So once he posts his bond, City of Atlanta will need to come pick him up for this particular hold. Thank you. And of course, Miss Correa, please note that if he's unable to bond out, he needs to keep a tally of all the days that he can post towards the Superior Court case, where he's required to report every week.
All right, yes, Judge.
Thank you. Next court date for him is May 7th.
Next, we have position number 11, Mr. Harris. Ovino. Yeah, come on.
Is this the one that didn't respond the last time?
Yeah, we did, he wasn't in the room at the time, but he's
All right. Okay, Mr. Ovino Harris is accused of battery, family violence, and 3 counts of cruelty in the 3rd degree. His case number is 26 CR 2638F. Mr. Harris, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, Miss Maureen McLeod will be your counsel for this case. Any priors?
40 plus. You got to open simple battery, 2 counts. You got the case numbers?
No, I don't have that one.
It's 25 CR 003424F.
Okay.
That's a pretrial bond, so
Okay.
that's surrender. You got to open battery cruelty in the 3rd out of DeKalb County. What else? 2025 probation and a 2014 bank robbery conviction. That's all.
May 7th battle?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident happened February the 24th of 2026. It appears that the victim in this particular case is John Queria Scott, and indicated that the incident happened at the Holiday Inn Express at 800 Sidney Marcus Boulevard. The officer indicated that she explained that the father of her daughter came into the room. There was an argument they'd had that earlier in the day. He was still upset when he came into the room, and she wanted him to leave and threatened to call the police. And at that point in time, he hit her and he spit in her face and then punched her several times in the head, kicked her, pulled her hair, threw her onto the television in the room before he left the location. The officer was able to observe visible swelling on the side of her forehead and took photographs of it of the incident as well. And it appeared that this incident happened in the presence of 3 children, JH, SH, and RS. We are asking for a bond for the battery, family violence. We're asking for a $5,000 surety bond on that case. And we are asking for $1,500 on the other 3 cases. So that would make for $9,500 surety that we would be asking for in this case, that he have no further contact with either of the parties named in the accusations, that he stay away from the 800 Sidney Marcus Boulevard or wherever she may be located at, no alcohol, drugs, weapons, no firearms. Any firearms that he has, we'd ask the court to require he surrender them at this time. Thank you.
Ms. McLeod? Oh, I'm so sorry. Is there a Jonquiria Scott on Zoom? And if you are, do you want to address the court? You will need to unmute and start your video. All right, Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor, I do believe Miss Scott is on. I have spoken to her
Oh,
3
okay.
times today,
Well, she's a
and
tad shy,
she was
but
on earlier.
why don't you tell me what you would like to tell me?
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to tell you that I have spoken with my client and I have also spoken with Miss Scott. They both tell me that they do want to have contact with each other. They also explained that neither of them called the police. They were having an argument, and I think the argument may have gotten a little loud, and someone else called the police. Ms. Scott tells me she definitely wants to have my client home. They share a child who's only a year old, Your Honor, and she also expressed to me that they lost one of their children and both are grieving because of that. She also told me that they have recently both lost their jobs, so they're really in a financial bind. So if the court
Hello?
is
Go ahead, Miss
if the
McLeod.
court is disinclined to give my client a signature bond, which would be my hope, since I didn't hear that he had any FTAs or anything, I would ask for a very low cash bond, Your Honor, say maybe in the region of $50, but I would prefer a signature bond, Your Honor. He does not have any priors. This incident allegedly happened sometime in February, which is some time ago, and there was no break between them living together or anything, and they continued to live together, taking care of the children, and as I said, grieving the loss of one of their other children, Your Honor. Nothing further.
Thank you. All right, Miss Janquarius Scott, I believe. Am I give the right
Yes,
name?
I'm here. I was trying to come off, but it kicked me out of the meeting.
All right, please raise your right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right, what would you like to tell us?
I was just gonna let you know that he's the sole provider of our family. So I'm not in fear of him or anything, and we haven't had any violent or negative contact towards each other. We actually just lost a child together, so we're still in the process of grieving our son.
I'm sorry to hear that, but it doesn't mitigate the fact that there's a warrant for an alleged violent altercation.
I actually wasn't the one that called the authorities
Oh,
either.
I'm glad somebody called. But I need to know, why do you think he is, that you feel relatively safe, since this is a second violent case involving you as the victim?
I don't think that he'll hurt me, and sometimes people make mistakes, so I think it was just a mistake. But like I said, I don't fear for my life or anything with him, or anything like that. And we do share children together.
Miss Scott, a lot of people share children together. My question is, why do you feel safe with him when there are two open, active cases against him involving you as the victim, and they both occurred within 1 year?
I don't think that he'll harm me. I think it was just a mistake, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. McLeod, given the current situation, given I've just gone through the warrants from the previous case, and I'm going through and I'm refreshing my memory with regards to this current matter. And I believe that just based on the allegations set forth in the warrant and the allegations from the alleged victim to the police officer, that this is a situation that's far more serious than what you may have portrayed or what even the alleged victim may have portrayed. On the battery family violence, that's going to be a $3,000 surety bond. On each count of the cruelty is going to be a $1,500 surety bond. This is a total of a $7,500 surety bond. In addition to the $7,500 surety bond in this new case, his $6,000 signature bond from his prior case is surrendered, and that will be now a surety bond as well. So this is a $13,500 surety bond from both cases, and both cases will be addressed on May 7th. From this point onwards, I'm amending the contact provisions to no further contact with Canerius Scott, and he's to have no further contact with the children that he shares with Miss Scott. If he wishes to have any kind of contact with the children that he shares with Miss Scott, he would need to file a legitimation case and get a court order for a parenting plan. In the meantime, he also has 2 U.S. Marshal holds. So he has federal holds from his federal conviction that he would need to address separately. His next court date for these 2 cases is going to be May 7th. He's not allowed to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and not allowed to own or possess any firearms. And he's to stay away from the Holiday Inn Express at Sydney Marcus Boulevard. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we have position number 22, Ms. Scott.
Okay.
Are we gonna reset it or?
I don't know. Let me find out. Position 22 is Brenda Scott, and she's present?
She's present, but she needs a ASL.
Okay. Who is representing her?
That would be me, Your Honor. However, I don't know any ASL. Mr. Jordan just said that they are waiting on an ASL interpreter, so I don't know if that means if that one is available today and we're just waiting. But I have not been able to speak with Ms. Scott in any meaningful way.
Is there a sign interpreter available on Zoom that's been summoned? Oh, there's so okay. To log on by 3:30. Okay, Mr. Jordan. Deputy, we'll wait till the end of the calendar to see whether we can address Ms. Scott. Thank you.
Next we'll go at position 13, Mr. Johnson.
Okay, thank you. Mark Anthony Johnson's accused of impeding traffic flow and driving under the influence of alcohol from April 23rd of this year, case number 26CR2635J. You've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is it Ms. Correa or Ms. Ulysses? Public Defense Counsel, which ones of you spoke to Mr. Mark Anthony Johnson?
That would be me, Your Honor. Wait, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Give me 1 second.
No problem. Mr. Johnson's case number is 2635J. He is position 13 on the calendar.
Yes, Your Honor. I represent Mr. Johnson.
All right, just want to be sure. While we are waiting, Mr. Howard, any priors?
This is fifth arrest. He had a South Fulton suspended license arrest, open case out of Clayton County, simple battery against police, detention officer, giving false name. I got a 2012 hit and run and a DUI arrest, no dispo, according to GCIC. And another 2012 DUI, same, no disposition. Only GCIC.
But do you have the date for the 2 DUIs? I have one for 2012. What was the other one?
I got 2 from 2012.
Oh, 2 from 2012. I see. Okay, thank you. Ms. Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor. So this case happened on 4/23/2026. Apparently, the officers found Mr. Johnson asleep behind the wheel of a running vehicle stopped in the turning lane. He was unresponsive, slow to follow commands. The officer detected a strong odor of alcohol. He meaning the defendant, couldn't answer basic questions and appeared confused. The HGM was 6 out of 6 clues that were observed. The officer proceeded to do walk and turn. All the field sobriety tests were failed. We're asking because this seems to be a trend, we're asking that count 1, which is impeding the flow of traffic, be a 500 surety bond, and count 2, which is the actual DUI, be a 2,500 surety bond.
Ms. Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking for, I understand the statute doesn't allow for a signature bond with this type of charge, but we are asking for a very minimal cash bond of the amount of $5,200. If not that low, then we are asking for a surety of $500 on each count, Your Honor. From what I've heard from pretrial, it sounds like there was no disposition as to those two DUIs. So, we can't say what happened. They could have been dismissed. As well, Your Honor, it sounds like both of them happened over 14 years ago, and there hasn't been any charge of a DUI since then. I hope the court would consider that. Mr. Johnson has been a Georgia resident for the past 2 years. He lives in Riverdale with his friends and his family. He does have 3 kids, 7 months old, 19, and 8 years old. He's currently working in a chemical field. He's been working there for the past 3 months, and before that, he for the past 10 years, he was working with a pharmaceutical company. In regards to the allegations, Mr. Johnson, he was having issues with this car, and so he did call for help. And while he was waiting for the help, he fell asleep. He does want the opportunity to contest these allegations. So, Your Honor, we're asking for a very minimal bond to be set in this case.
Okay, thank you. On the driving under the influence of alcohol, that's going to be a $2,000 surety. On impeding traffic flow, it's going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. And this will be a 12-month monitoring. He will report to pretrial services twice a month. He's not to consume any illegal drugs. He's not, including marijuana. He's not to consume any alcoholic beverages, including wine. And he's not to possess or own any firearms. He will be subject to random screens by pretrial services with a mandatory screen at least once a month for illegal drugs and alcohol. He will not be allowed to operate any motor vehicles unless he is issued the appropriate permit through a administrative license suspension hearing. So he will need to go ahead and file a timely appeal. Next court date is going to be May 7th. This is a $4,000 split bond.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
We good. Position number 15, Mr. Macintosh. Macintosh, can you?
No Macintosh? You can go on to the next one.
Position number 16, Mr. Middlebrooks.
Okay. Middlebrooks?
Middlebrooks, yeah. Come on. Who's that? He gonna have to wait now. Where's Middlebrooks? Middlebrooks. We'll go with, I'm sorry, 24, Mr. Smith.
Okay.
I did.
Harrison Smith.
Yes, we'll go with 24, Mr. Smith.
Thank you, sir. Harrison Smith is accused of criminal trespass. His case number is 26CR2644C from April 24th of this year. You've been advised of your rights. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
4. You got an open shoplifting case out of the city of Atlanta. This from this year. He's homeless. That's all.
Miss Evans Battle?
Yes, Judge, for Mr. Harrison
No,
Smith?
this Harrison Smith, correct.
I'm sorry, I didn't see the open cases. We were going to give him a consent bond, UJR.
You still can if you want.
Well, if I can do that, I'd rather we go ahead and do that because I think that was what our agreement was.
Yes, and I did respond, saying, accepting the consent to the bond order.
May I know the terms?
Yes.
I have them so
Okay,
it was
would you go ahead and read them?
the defendant shall stay away from the Whistler Apartments, located at 859 Spring Street Southwest. Defendant shall have no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while out on bond, and defendant shall have no further violations of the law.
And this was how much bond?
It was a UJR.
UJR?
Yes.
All right, thank you. I'll accept these terms. Mr. Harrison Smith. Right now your bond is going to be, no, I'm going to amend that UJR. So it's going to be a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. If he gets arrested again for anything else, this 2,000 signature bond through the jail will be revoked immediately. He is to stay 200 yards away from the entire Whistler apartment complex at 859 Spring Street in Atlanta, Georgia. He's not to consume any illegal drugs, including marijuana, no alcoholic beverages, and not to own or possess any firearms. His next court date will be will be sent to his current address where he receives mail. And if he doesn't provide one and he doesn't show up for court, his bond will be revoked again. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Come on, sir.
So it's not a UJR, it's a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. Revocable upon violation.
Position 27, Mr. Toms. Mr. Toms.
Philip Toms, come on, guys, stay awake.
You got position 19, Mr. Moore.
Okay.
My name is Dennis. No, how about you? What's your name? What's your name?
Are you Mr. Philip Toms?
No, this is position 19, Mr. Moore.
19. Oh, okay. Lorenzo Jermaine Moore, is that correct?
No.
Who represents the individual who's in front of the monitor right now?
I do, Your Honor.
And Miss Ulysses, what's the name of your client?
His name is Lorenzo Moore.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Moore's case is 26 CR 2622E, accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property from September 22nd of 2025. You have been advised of your rights, Mr. Moore. Your attorney is Miss Ulysses. And any priors?
15. 2023, possession of a Schedule 102 controlled substance. Removal or falsification of motor vehicle, engine identification number, theft by receiver. Most of the stuff is drugs. 2021, possession of a firearm by convicted felon, possession of a Schedule 1, hit and run conviction. 2013, possession of cocaine with intent, possession of a firearm by convicted felon, possession of a firearm during the conviction. That's it.
Miss Evans Battle or Miss Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident happened September 22nd of 2025. Mr. Moore came to the home of the victim in this particular case, and her name is Sabrina Clark, and the location of the incident, well, we're not asking for a stay away, but we're actually asking for a $2,500 signature bond through pretrial services at level 2, no further violent contact with the victim. I don't know if she's on the call. She did reach out to our office and indicated she had previously told the officer she didn't want to proceed with the charges, that it was but she felt like she wasn't able to make that demand because it was a fresh breakup at that time. So she's fine with the no further violent contact. And she was encouraged to be on Zoom. I don't know if she made it to the Zoom or not. So that would, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. That would be our recommendation at this time.
All right. Sabrina Clark, if you're on Zoom and you want to address the court, please do so. And Ms. Champion, I see a $3,000 split bond on this case, or am I misreading it on Odyssey?
I'm here, Your Honor. I think Mr. Jordan put that in error.
Okay, just want to be sure. Thank you. All right, no, Miss Clark.
I'm here. Miss Clark is here.
Well, you need to start your video, please.
It says that the host, okay. Okay, I tried that. Hi.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you still live at this location, 2801 Crescendo Drive?
Yes, ma'am.
And does he live with you?
No, ma'am.
And are you comfortable with him being over there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Ulysses, with regards to Mr. Moore, bond is going to be set at 2,500. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. No violent contact with Sabrina Clark, and no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Next court date will be sent to his current mailing address. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So I can come pick him up
Yes, tomorrow.
tomorrow. Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. So, if someone is released on a signature bond today, they'll be released the next day?
It takes about 24 hours to process them out. So I just, in all caution, say tomorrow, anytime after midnight, you know.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Courtroom 2, who do we have? I'm sorry, unmute, please.
Position 15, I'm sorry.
15?
Yes.
Okay. This is Benny Macintosh, accused of criminal trespass and willful obstruction of an officer from April 24th of this year, case 26 CR 2645J. Counsel will be Ms. Ulysses. Any priors?
49. You got an open case out of Elberton, Georgia, forgery, trespass. What else? Another forgery, trespass. Open case out of Livonia, Georgia, trespass. I got probation violation from 2026, 2 from 25, 23 harassing phone calls conviction, 21 temper battery DV conviction, 2018 battery DV, cruelty in the first conviction, and a 2015 financial transaction card theft and fraud conviction.
Thank you.
That's all.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor. So this occurred at the Quality Inn and Suites located at 3900 Fulton Industrial Boulevard. Apparently, Mr. Macintosh was trespassed. He was given a warning and advised not to return back to that Quality Inn and Streets. Approximately 4:54 that same day, which would have been April 24th, 2026, they captured on video Mr. Macintosh returning to the property without permission. It seems to be an ongoing issue despite them telling him not to come back to that location. So we're asking that he stay away from the Quality Inn and Suites, and we're asking for a $2,000 surety bond on each count.
Ms. Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Macintosh, he's a lifelong Georgia resident. Your Honor, there may be some MH issues at play here. He's not a danger to anybody. He didn't, destroy any property or there was really no sort of, I guess, dangerous behavior or harmful behavior done at this property. He was just there when he was told not to be there, and not to take away from the severity of that, but Mr. Macintosh isn't a danger to society. And so we're asking that he be granted a signature bond in this case. He can't afford any bond amount that would be set. So any bond that the court would set, whether that be surety or cash, would basically be sending a no bond. I wasn't able to get any contacts for family, so there doesn't really seem a chance of being released other than through plea or something like that. And he does want an opportunity to contest these allegations. He believes that as it's been painted, it is not true. So we are asking for a signature bond to be granted in this case.
Given his probation violations, he doesn't qualify for a signature bond under the law. So on the criminal trespass, it's going to be a $75 cash bond. On the willful obstruction, it's going to be a $50 cash bond. His total bond is going to be $125 cash to stay 200 yards away from the Quality Inn and Suites incident location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. He'll also need to be evaluated by a social worker for housing issues. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next court date is going to be May 7th.
Next, we have position number 16, Mr. Middlebrooks.
Thank you. Samuel Quinn Middlebrooks is accused of battery family violence from April 24th of this year, case 26 CR 2637G. Mr. Middlebrooks, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Ulysses. Any priors?
This is fifth adult arrest. 2025 failure to appear. 22 assault on female. It was out of state. That was dismissed. That's all.
Ms. Johnson? Oh, Miss, wasn't sure.
I've got it, Your Honor.
Okay.
This happened April the 24th at the location of 446 Seminole Avenue Northeast. It appears that the victim in the case is Erin Holmes, and she indicated that they share a residence and they were in a verbal dispute that escalated. And in this incident, he grabbed and jerked her and subsequently pushed her. He caused her to have pain in her arms. There was observed bruising in her lower waist. We are asking in this particular case, our bond recommendation would be for a $2,500 surety bond. We are asking because this is an incident that took place so recently that there at this particular time be no further contact, that he stay away from the 446 Seminole Avenue address, no alcohol, drugs, weapons while out on bond. Thank you.
Ms. Ulysses, anything to add?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Middlebrooks, he's 43 years old. He's been living in Georgia for the past 3 years. He does have all of his family in Georgia. Your Honor, the address where the incident occurred is where Mr. Middlebrooks currently lives and where he did live with the alleged victim, who was his girlfriend. They recently have separated and he does have plans to move somewhere else. So we're just asking that, with any bond set, that he be allowed with the police escort to go retrieve his personal items. He personally has no issue complying with a stay away. He does not want any further contact with the alleged victim himself. He has been working as a personal trainer at Live Fitness for the past, for some time, and he's been working in gyms for the past 2 or 3 years. He is not a danger to the alleged victim. In regard to the allegations, Your Honor, the girlfriend found some stuff in his phone where, she thought that he was talking to somebody else, so an argument ensued where she was not letting him leave the property until he told her who the girl was that she was talking to. So all the allegations, he's claiming self-defense. What's an opportunity to contest those allegations? So for those reasons, Your Honor, I do believe I did hear an FTA, so he may not be eligible for a signature bond, but Your Honor, he does have a hold. So we are asking that a very minimal, either cash bond or a $1,000 surety bond be granted in this case.
Is there Erin Holmes on Zoom that wants to be addressed? Erin Holmes. All right. The bond is going to be set at, Bond is going to be set at $1,750. It is a surety bond. He's to have no further contact with Erin Holmes, and he's to stay away from the 446 Seminole Avenue location. He is allowed a one-time visit to the location with a police officer to retrieve his personal belongings, and then he will need to update the court in writing of his new address. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. However, as noted, he does have a Brookhaven hold. So once he posts his bond, the city of Brookhaven will need to come pick him up before he can be released to address other issues. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no firearms. Thank you. His next court date is May 7th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position number 27, Mr. Todd. Okay.
Philip Tomes is accused of criminal trespass and willful obstruction of an officer from April 23rd of this year. His case is 26 CR 2643G. Mr. Tomes, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Ulysses. Any priors?
This is ninth arrest. We got an open pretrial case, battery DV,
Mhm.
battery, simple battery. Surrendered. 2025 ag assault, battery DV, simple assault arrest. 2017 battery DV arrest and the 2013 simple battery arrest. That's all.
Thank you. Miss Evans back?
Yes, this happened April the 23rd at 3058 Bayard Street in East Point, which is the East Point Food Mart. He was in the store, purchased a drink, and they were asking him to leave because he had been in the store so long, walking around drinking his drink. I guess he refused to give the officer any information. So he was charged with the willful obstruction. Bond, we're asking for the $600 each count that's already been set by the magistrate remain in place. That would be a $1,200 surety. Stay away from the location. No alcohol, drugs, weapons while on bond.
Miss Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe there are some severe MH issues at play with Mr. Tomes. Regardless of that, he wasn't doing anything violent. I would ask that a signature bond be in place. He doesn't pose a threat. He's not a flight risk. I would ask that some sort of he, be visited by social services. I wasn't able to obtain an address from Mr. Tomes, but I believe he does have one on file. I would just hate for him to, be sitting in jail over something like this, Your Honor. I really don't have a lot to proffer, but we are asking for a signature bond. Be granted in this case. If not, I don't believe he'd be able to afford any bond amount. I don't know who I would even be able to contact for him. So that's kind of where we're at right now, Your Honor.
I think you'll have to contact PD Paul Bartel and let him know that he's in jail. On the criminal trespass, that's going to be a $5 cash bond. On the willful obstruction, that's going to be a $5 cash bond. This is a $10 cash bond. And to stay away from the East Point Food Mart. Unfortunately, his pretrial bond is revoked from his prior case, which is 25 CR 0055558G. Both these cases are going to be further noticed to the next available calendar at 11 a.m. Do we have a date, Miss Champion? With May 7th, or I can't recall whether May 2nd is a Thursday.
It's going to be May 7th.
All right, May 7th at 11 a.m. And please let Mr. Bartel know that Mr. Tomes is back in jail.
Yes, Your Honor, I definitely will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next we have, I believe this is add-on number 1, Mr. Andrews.
Thank you.
Your Honor, just for clarification, is this Quentavius Andrews?
I believe so, yes.
Thank you.
All right. Just for a minute. Deputy, we were waiting on an ASL interpreter for Miss Brenda Scott. And Miss Correa, were you the one who represents Brenda Scott?
I would be if I had a means to communicate with her.
Okay. I'm going to have to reset this to Monday at 2 p.m. Our ASL interpreter is not available.
Okay.
Understood.
Okay, thank you. All right, we are addressing State versus Quentavius Andrews, case number 26 CR 2647D. Mr. Andrews is accused of simple battery from April 23rd, 2026, and he's been advised of his rights. His attorney is Miss McLeod. Any priors?
16, 2024 battery DV, 2014 parole violation, 2011 burglary, criminal damage in the second, possession of tools. He was found guilty of that. That's all. I'm gonna go print off this last add-on. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I
Alright.
don't know if this was mentioned, but I'm also showing a 2024 battery family violence.
There is a 2024 battery family violence arrest, and he was released 2 days later.
Thank you.
Yes, and what's the state's recommendation?
So our recommendation, we're trying to prevent this from escalating any further. The facts go that the defendant went over to the victim, Mr. Riggins' house, entered his backyard, and initiated a violent encounter by slapping him. And from there, everything escalated, and we don't need that happening again. So we're requesting that the judge give a $2,500 good bond, no further contact with victim, stay away, no alcohol, drugs, and weapons, because it's also reported that when the officers arrived on the scene, the defendant was intoxicated and they smelled a strong odor of alcohol.
Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor. My client strongly denies those allegations, Your Honor. He tells me that all of this arose because he was talking, some woman was involved in all of this. He was talking to this woman who apparently is in a relationship with the alleged victim. The alleged victim became angry and attacked him first. I actually was physically in the jail sitting beside my client today, Your Honor, talking to him, and he did show me where he had been stabbed by the alleged victim on his finger, where he had to have stitches. So I can confirm that that is a fact, that that did happen. He tells me he was very surprised that the police did not listen to his version of events when they came, and sort of told him that they had to put somebody, they had to detain someone, and detained him without actually listening to his version of what took place. He is not, he does not really know this person. He just thinks the gentleman was upset because he was talking to this woman, Your Honor, and that was why he attacked him. I did not hear that my client had any FTAs or anything like that. I do know it said that he has an open case. So I would ask the court to consider signature bond for him. If the court is disinclined to do that, because I asked him if he had anyone who could bond him out, and he said no, Your Honor. So I'm going to ask for the signature bond for him based on what he tells me actually occurred.
All right, thank you. Is there a Ronald Reagan? So I don't know, maybe the girlfriend here to speak on his behalf or against him? I do not know. No? Okay. On the simple battery, it's going to be a $1,500 surety bond. No further contact with Ronald Riggins, to stay away from the incident location, 200 yards away, which would be 791 Metropolitan Parkway in Southwest Atlanta. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And his next court date is May 7th. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, Ms. McLeod. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
Position number 7, Mr. Davis.
7, okay. This is State versus Donrell Davis. Mr. Davis is charged with criminal trespass from April 14th of this year. His accusation is 26 CR 2621L. Is that correct? Donrell Davis, who represents him? Ms. Carrera, is that your client?
Yes, Judge, sorry, I was,
Just want to be sure. Thank you. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
22. On probation out of Cherokee County for shoplifting. Got an open trespass out of Roswell. 2026 probation, 25 failure to appear. 23 terrorist threats conviction, 22 simple battery DV
That's good.
obstruction.
That's good. Thank you. Ms. Johnson? Thank you,
Yes,
Mr.
Your
Howard.
Honor. I'm sorry. We're asking for a $500 surety bond and that he stay away from these apartments. It's 1900 Rosemont Parkway Apartments. Apparently, he was trespassed from there and he keeps going back.
Ms. Correa?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Davis is 34 years old. The reason why he keeps going back there is because he lives there, but I have explained that if he keeps going there, they will simply keep calling the police. I have verified that the address in Odyssey is a good address for him where he could also reside in the time being. That's where the mother of his children resides with his children. He does have 5 kids here in Atlanta. He's gainfully employed. He's been working with All My Son's moving company for over a year. At this time, we would be asking for a UJR, but otherwise would ask for you to consider for the state's recommendation if Your Honor is not inclined to give that UJR.
Bond is set at 100. It's a cash bond only to stay 200 yards away from the entire apartment complex at 1900 Rosemont Parkway in Roswell, Georgia. If he's seen anywhere at that location, this bond will be removed and he's arrested again. This bond will be revoked in its entirety. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And he's to have no contact with the leasing staff at this location. Thank you.
All right, so I just pay 100 to get out. Yep. Thank you, ma'am.
Did you listen to the rest of the conditions?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And what does it say?
Don't have any contact with the apartment complex or anybody around there.
And to stay 200 yards away from the entire complex.
Yes, ma'am, no problem.
Thank you. Next court date is May 7th.
Conviction number 8, Mr. Dempse.
Anthony Dempse is accused of battery family violence from February 6th of this year, case 26 CR 2626G. That's probably one of the easiest case numbers I've ever come across. But Mr. Dempse, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Ms. Correa. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
I got first.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor. I kind of have to go through these facts because they're kind of complicated. The defendant threw food on the ground and damaged the victim's phone, cracking the screen. And then the defendant is also accused of choking the victim and causing visible scratch marks to her neck. The witness's name is Kayla Patterson. She actually heard the victim yelling for help and observed the defendant put his hands on the victim's neck. So that's the factual basis for why we're charging the battery family violence in the first. We're asking for a $2,500 surety bond and no violent contact.
Okay. And
probably a stay away.
Okay.
Let me give you that. I'm sorry, Your Honor. But it's 62 Harwell Road, Northwest Apartment M10.
Okay.
Yeah, because this all stemmed from allegedly, this all stemmed from the live-in boyfriend, which is Anthony Dempse, the victim refusing to have sex with the defendant, Dempse.
Anything else?
No, that's all, Your Honor. Thank you for your patience.
Aisha Taylor, if you are on Zoom and you want to address the court, please unmute and start your video. Aisha Taylor. No? All right. You'll need to unmute and start your video. Raising your hand. Go ahead,
Your Honor,
prompter.
that is not Miss Taylor. That is Mr. Dempse's mother. She put that in the chat earlier.
All right. Will the host please prompt her to start a video and unmute? All right.
Hi, Your Honor. How are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you. Could you please lower your device so we can see your face, or you need to step back? All right, thank you.
Can you see me?
Yes, and you are not appropriately dressed for court. You should be wearing
Yes,
a
I
jacket.
have a top on.
Nope, you need
It
to have
just-
something with sleeves. Please, you're not at a picnic. You're at a courtroom. All right,
apologize
let's go
for
ahead
that.
and let's go ahead and mute her screen and switch her video off until she figures out how to dress herself. All right, anything else to add, Ms. Correa?
Your Honor, I have verified that the address in Odyssey is a good address for Mr. Dempse. That is his sister's address. He is gainfully employed. He works at a breakfast restaurant as a cook. Given that this is his first arrest, I would ask for a UJR for Mr. Dempse.
Okay. For Anthony Dempse, bond is set at 3,500. It's a signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. He will have no further contact with Aisha Taylor and stay away from 62 Harwell Road in Northwest Atlanta. He's allowed a one-time visit to that location with a police officer to retrieve his belongings. That visit cannot exceed 1 hour. Within 30 days, he has to update the court with his new address, and if it's with his sister, that's fine. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and no firearms. And within 30 days also, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program and complete all 24 weeks of classes at his expense. His next, and this will be, Ms. Champion, a 12-month monitoring in order for him to complete his DVIP. Thank you. All right.
Position number 14, Mr. Louis Saint.
Okay. Position 14. Is that Reginald Lucant?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Lucant's case is 26 CR 2641L. Alleged incident date appears to be April 1st of this year. The charges are 1 count of battery, family violence, and 3 counts of cruelty in the 3rd degree. You have been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Ulysses. Mr. Howard, any priors?
50. I saw 21 PF for ag assault case number. On probation, possession of a controlled substance out of Liberty County. 2 probations from last year. 2022 battery cruelty in the 3rd conviction. 2019 ag assault on law enforcement felony obstruction conviction.
Thank you.
You want more? Okay.
No, that's good. Thank you. Ms. Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's bond recommendation is 2,500 surety bond for the battery and 500 for each of the cruelty to children in the 3rd degree and no further contact. The reason we're asking this is because what the officers actually observed from the battery. The officers observed visible injuries, including redness, swelling to the face, bite marks, discoloration on her arms, and they took photographs of all of this. And so we think this is a very dangerous and volatile situation. The address it occurred at is 3390 Fairburn Road, Southwest, apartment T as in Tom 316. We're asking that he stay away from that address. He might live there, but we're still asking for a stay away.
Ms. Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Lucant, he's 38 years old. He's been a Georgia resident since 2007. Your Honor, he does live. I'm sorry, Mr. Lucant, do you live at that location that
Yes,
the solicitor?
Yes, the apartment is in my name.
Yes, yes, so thank you. Your Honor, that is where Mr. Lucant lives. The alleged victim does not live there. Neither do they share any children, so there's a question as to whether this is even correctly charged as a family violence charge. He does have 4 kids and 1 on the way. He's currently working full-time at Snell Rose and Bridges. It's a plant where he operates heavy equipment to put materials inside bins to make asphalt. He's been working there on and off for about 5 years. He does have his GED and he does attend church on Old National Highway. In regards to the allegations, Your Honor, this happened April 1st. He was later, arrested a couple of days ago for this incident. They've actually been hanging out since the incident, Your Honor. I'm going to request that we sound off for the alleged victim. I'm hoping that she is in here. I believe that she will be speaking in favor of Mr. Lucant. We're asking for a very, very minimal cash bond or minimal surety bond. Of course, we would want a signature bond, but he may not be eligible for that, Your Honor. So in lieu of that, we are asking for a very minimal cash bond, very minimal surety bond. He's not a danger to society, nor do I believe he's a danger to the alleged victim. as I've just repeated that, they've been hanging out since this incident happened.
All right. Is there anyone who'd like to chime in on behalf of, I saw a the victim's name is Grigsby.
I'm here.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
What would you like to tell us?
Well, since the incident, me and Reggie we have talked. I was able to retrieve my things. I do not no longer live there. The children that were there are my children. They were not in the room. They were actually asleep throughout the entire thing. And I'm not in fear. He's not a danger to me. I don't feel threatened.
Are you currently pregnant with his child?
We were trying at the
Are you
time.
currently pregnant with his child?
No.
You're not? Is that what you're saying under oath?
Yes.
So in the future, if you ever ask for child support, this might come back and bite you.
I mean, but right now, I'm not pregnant. So right now.
So you're not pregnant at all?
No. I do have 3 children.
I just want to be sure because there was an allegation that someone was pregnant. And
Yes,
well, it can't be him.
he does have a baby on the way. I am not who the baby is by, but he does have a baby on the way.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
Honor, may I? Based on what the victim just said, they were living together, so that's the basis of the family violence.
Because she's moved out. Yeah, I got that part. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. On the battery family violence, that's going to be a $2,000 surety bond. On each count of the cruelty is going to be $250. His total bond is going to be $2,750. This is going to be a surety bond. Mr. Lucant does have a pending felony case, 26 PI 003311. So this misdemeanor case is going to be further noticed to May 7. He will, of course, have to post bond in both matters. No further contact with Faith Grigsby, and he may return to his apartment at 3390 Fairburn Road in Southwest Atlanta. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position number 5, Mr. Cooper.
This is State versus Jacques Cooper, accused of simple battery from April 24th of this year. Case number 26 CR 26361. Mr. Cooper, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Miss Correa, excuse me. Any priors?
25. You got an open DUI, interference with government property. That was from 2024. I got a 2017 felony terrorist threats, felony fleeing an officer conviction. 2014 battery DV, battery, cruelty in the 3rd conviction. That's all.
Miss Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor. This was a dangerous situation all around. Apparently, the victim was driving and they pulled to a traffic light. When I say them, I mean the victim and the defendant pulled to a traffic light, and the defendant grabbed her with both hands and strangled her. We're asking for a $2,000 surety bond and no contact on this case.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't write down the name of the alleged victim in this one. Can you sum it up for her?
Her name is N as in Nancy, A as in Apple, Y as in yellow, S as in Stephanie, K as in kangaroo, A as in apple, Naska, perhaps, Lopez Velez, V-E, L as in llama, E-Z.
Okay. If this person's on Zoom and wants to address the court, please unmute. All right, Ms. Correa?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cooper is 45 years old. He would need to update his address with the court, but he does have a good address in Roswell, where he lives with his dog. Miss Lopez Velez does not reside there. She has a completely separate address where she resides with her own children. Mr. Cooper has a 14-year-old son who is here in Georgia. Mr. Cooper was also able to get his GED from DeKalb Tech. He is gainfully employed. He works as a shift leader at Taco Bell, and he's had that job for over a year. Mr. Cooper's grandfather passed away earlier this month, and so a lot of his funds have been depleted, having to pay for the funeral, memorial services, all of that. It can be quite expensive. Given that his last arrest was a year and a half to 2 years ago, we are asking the court to consider a UJR, especially given that Mr. Cooper can absolutely abide by a stay away and no contact order, since Ms. Lopez Velez does not reside with him.
All right. Mr. Cooper also has a failure to appear from 2024, October 22nd, 2024. And that was under booking number 2418325. On the simple battery, his bond is going to be set at 1,500. It is a surety bond. No further contact with Ms. Lopez Velez. Make sure that his address is current with us at all times. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. His next court date is going to be May 7th. Thank you.
Next, we have position number 6, Mr. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm gonna do this add-on right here.
All right. The add-on. All right.
Add-on number 2.
All right.
My bad.
This is Marcavis Miles, State versus Mr. Miles. Case number is 26 CR 2646D. And with regards to Mr. Miles, is accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property. Incident date is March 30th of this year. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
22. You got an open burglary, open false swearing. What else? Falsified statement related to cancellation of certification of title for strapped vehicle. That's 25 SC 001928. He has a bench warrant. 2019 burglary in the second conviction. 2016 possession of a firearm by a convicted felon conviction. He got 2 of those. That's it.
Ms.
It's me.
Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor. So we're asking for $1,000 surety bond and a stay away. The defendant and the victim, Latessa Lowe, share 2 children together. Apparently, the defendant came to pick up his child, and Miss Lowe refused to open the door, and Mr. Miles got angry and attempted to kick in the front door. I don't think he kicked it all the way in, but he kicked it to where it was damaged, and the damage was observed and documented by the body-worn camera by the officer. So we're asking for $1,000 surety bond and a stay away. If there could be any provisions where they could have a more amicable third-party exchange with the children, I think that would be appropriate here.
Okay. Ms. Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking that you grant Mr. Miles a signature bond. I'm not sure if I heard some history that may prevent him from a signature.
FTA from the
Okay.
25 SC case.
Okay, Your Honor, then we would ask for a very minimal cash bond, or if it's a surety, we actually, $1,000, we would ask for $800 surety bond. I believe that's the lowest that a bonding company would help with. Your Honor, Mr. Miles, he is 35 years old, lifelong Georgia resident. As the state mentioned, he does have children under his care. He actually is not working. He spends most of his time taking care of his 10-year-old and 1-year-old, takes them to school. Your Honor, the house or the apartment that the alleged victim is living at currently has issues with mold. I believe that the 10-year-old, he was recently at the hospital where they found mold in his lungs. He is currently the one taking care of the children. If we could sound off for the victim, I believe that she would be able to speak in the interest of Mr. Miles. They've actually spent time together since this situation occurred. I believe he was arrested later by being pulled over. In regards to the allegations, the son actually called well, let me not say son, the child called Mr. Miles, saying that he felt like the other siblings that were not Mr. Miles's children, but the mother's children were kind of treating him wrongly. So he came over. The mom said that, you know, you can get your son, he can get out, and then actually said that he would need to leave by jumping over the balcony. And she started throwing the child's clothes over the balcony. The Mr. Miles reports that the door was actually already broken. He does admit to trying to enter into the home after seeing the mom trying to make the child exit by going over the balcony, but he did not damage any property. Since this incident, he has had no issues with the mother. So it's for those reasons that we're asking for a very minimal cash bond or $800 surety bond in this case.
Latessa Low, if you're on Zoom, this is the time to unmute and start your video. Latessa Low. Right. Bond's going to be set at $75, cash bond only. No violent contact with Latessa Low. And any child transfer shall be done peacefully with no breach of peace. Otherwise, he will have no contact with Miss Lowe and the children, and he would need to file a legitimation case to get a court-ordered parenting plan. So I'm giving him an opportunity right now to make sure that any visitation is done without any breach of peace. But if there's any breach of peace, no more contact, file a legitimation case and get a court-ordered parenting plan. Next court date is going to be May 7th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
So my other case, my failure to appear, go with this case on May 7th.
I don't know. I guess so. This was you've already resolved that failure to appear, but you've got a failure to appear on your record, which disqualifies you from a signature bond.
Next, we have position number 6, Mr. Cox.
This is Terrell Cox, accused of battery family violence from April 23rd of this year, case 26CR2620Y. Mr. Cox, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Correa. Any prize, Mr. Howell?
13. You got an open battery DV, 4 counts. It's 25CR008173Y. You got an open battery DV, second subsequent out of Coweta County.
Mm-hmm.
On probation out of Coweta County, 3 counts of ag assault, 3 counts terrorist threats.
Thank you. Miss Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor. So both parties have been drinking, and apparently the victim, her name is Aisha Dukes. She fell off the bed, and the defendant became hostile, and prevented officers from speaking with the victim. Apparently, after she fell off the bed, there was an argument, and the defendant struck her in the face. She whispered to the officers that that's what happened. She was struck in the face. She didn't want the defendant near her. She said he also hit her with a closed fist, and that's the reason she fell off the bed, not because of the drinking. She had lacerations to her lower lip, cut to the side of her face, significant bleeding. She said that the defendant typically is okay, but when he starts drinking, he becomes violent, and they had been consuming alcohol throughout that whole day. We're concerned for this type of dynamic in this household, so we're asking, and it happened at a Econo Lodge, I think that's how you pronounce it, an Econo Lodge in Union City. So we're asking that that the defendant stay away from 7410 Oakley Road, which is in Union City. The room was 216. I don't know if they're still there, but let me see the date that it occurred. Let me scroll up to see the date. It happened on the 23rd, so they're probably still there. So I would ask for a stay away from room 216 in the Econo Lodge and a $3,000 surety bond.
Aisha Dukes, if you're on Zoom and you want to address the court, this is the time to do so. No? Okay. Ms. Correa?
Yes, Your Honor. I have spoken with Mr. Cox and verified that the address listed in Odyssey is a good address for him. That's out of Fairburn. That's where his mother and his younger brother reside. Mr. Cox is gainfully employed. He's been working with Underground Magic Solutions for a year and a half. It is a construction and landscaping company, Your Honor. I have gone over no contact. I have gone over stay away, and Mr. Cox insists that he can abide by these two conditions. At this time, I'm asking for a $1,000 bond.
And I'm sorry, where does he live?
6910 Brown Drive, and that's out of Fairburn, Georgia.
Oh, okay. Thank you. On the battery family violence, on the prior case, he received a $10,000 surety bond and he was just released and now he's back again. On this one, it's going to be a $20,000 surety bond. And I'm going to allow, well, I can't grant him a 10%. So because of his open cases and his probation violations. No further contact with Aisha Dukes and stay away from the incident location. Next court date is May 7th. Thank you. Oh, and no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no firearms. Next case.
Position number 21, Mr. Saylor.
Okay. Cortez Sailor is accused of battery from April 4th of last year, 26 CR 2624E. Mr. Sailor, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Miss Ulysses. Any priors?
15 on probation, Clayton County, shoplifting. 2017 shoplifting conviction and 2015 battery conviction. That's all.
And Miss Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. This happened in April of 2025. I did kind of check the date to make sure it was correct. At the bank at 3120 Donnelly Howell Parkway. Sequita Poole is the victim in the case. It appears that she and Mr. Saylor have been friends since they were younger, in high school maybe. There was an argument between them and they were separated by friends who were also on scene at the time. She went to locate her Uber and he came up to her and punched her and grabbed her by the hair and pulled her to the ground and dragged her across the parking lot, resulting in injuries to her legs. Our bond recommendation, I had that. I think the last thing, he has something pending from 2024 in Fayetteville. So we are offering a signature bond through pretrial services at level 1. I didn't see any prior violent history. When I looked, we would still ask for three anger awareness classes. And I had not heard from Ms. Poole at the time. So my recommendation was for no further contact. I do believe she's on the line if the court was sound for her.
And
please.
I'm sorry, what was your bond recommendation?
It's a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial services.
Okay.
Yes.
Just want to be sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Poole, and that was Sequita Poole. I think I did.
No.
All right. Miss Poole, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is the bank?
I guess it's an event venue or a club rather.
Okay. And how do you feel about contact with Mr. Saylor?
I shouldn't be having any contact with Mr. Saylor. As to last year after the incident happened, I sought a TPO, which was granted. But since that TPO has been in effect, he has still contacted mutual parties, which goes against the TPO, to imply, still making threats. As late as February, he made a threat or implying that the TPO was almost over and basically that he would have to see me. So I did go and request for a permanent protection order, which was granted yesterday.
Oh, what's that case number?
Hold on one second. I'm sorry.
All right. While you're getting that, Miss Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor. We do not object to the state's offer of a $5,000 signature bond. Mr. Saylor will be complying with any sort of stay away orders. It seems like he hasn't made any direct contact with Miss Poole since the TPO. I know he understands the severity of this issue and will continue to respect that, as well as, not contacting any mutual parties if that's what is in the TPO. They used to be friends. This is also a friendship that he no longer, wants to have or cares to have. He's good with staying away from her. I believe that all of this happened at a club, where he does contest, these allegations. So he does want an opportunity to be released in order to, opportunity to be heard and all of that. But yes, Your Honor, we are okay with the state's $5,000 signature bond.
Okay. And do you have that case number, Ms. Poole?
Question, would it be at the top of the file where it says 2025 PO?
All right, disregard. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Cortez Saylor, your bond is going to be set at $5,000. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services, level 3, and this will be a 12-month monitoring. You will report to pretrial services once a week to make sure that you comply with the conditions of your bond, including making sure we have a good address on you, that you have no contact with Sequetta Poole, meaning you stay 200 yards away from her, and you do not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. And this includes in person, through mail, email, third parties, through the phone, through the computer. You can't even be discussing her or reference her on social media, just to give you a flavor of what a no contact means. You are to stay away from the bank at 3120 Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway, and you are not to consume any illegal drugs, including marijuana, no alcoholic beverages, and you're not allowed to own or possess any firearms. As I was saying, this is going to be a level 3 reporting for 3 months. I will need you to comply and complete 12 anger awareness classes with pretrial services, at least 1 class a month for the period of 12 months. Once your pretrial monitoring is complete, that doesn't mean that your conditions are over. These conditions will continue until your case is either tried or pled out or otherwise fully disposed of. In the meantime, if there is an active protective order issued against you and you violate the conditions of that protective order, you can be charged with a felony aggravated stalking, which typically can carry a no bond for up to a period of 180 days. Thank you. Your next court date will be sent to your current address. Thank you.
Thank you. Position number 17. Mr. Miller.
Thank you. Anthony DeMarco Miller is accused of criminal trespass in case 26 CR 2639B. Incident date appears to be April 24th of this year. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
27. 2026 trespass from martyr, 2 counts. 2025 trespass conviction. 2023 theft by deception conviction. 2013 battery conviction. That's all.
Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. This happened April the 24th. He was at 101 HE Home Station in Marta, and he was notified that he had a permanent ban on February the 15th of 2026 that was in effect at the time he was at this location. Court also heard of his open case in reference to a MARTA criminal trespass, and he's on probation for a criminal trespass. So our bond recommendation is for $2,000 surety, that he not go to any MARTA, which is what the permanent ban that he's been issued indicates, and he is to comply with that ban, no alcohol, drugs, weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Ms. Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Miller, he is homeless and he's been homeless for a while now. He's currently diagnosed with seizures. That's what caused him to become homeless. His diagnosis led to him losing his job, the seizures. and he is now been diagnosed with prostate cancer. He currently has a disability lawyer who is currently trying to help him get disability. So that's currently pending. Your Honor, these allegations before us say that, he was sleeping at the MARTA station, I believe, to keep someone in jail because they're homeless and trying to sleep in a warm, relatively safe area, I believe is not justice. Um, Your Honor, we're asking that if he's not eligible for a signature bond, then a very, very minimal, I don't believe I heard any FTAs, Your Honor, from pretrial. So we're asking for a UJR be issued in this case. Mr. Miller is not a danger to society. He's not a flight risk. And he will come back to court. There is a church that does allow homeless people to get a mailbox. So I can, make that aware to him and let him know where to go and all of that.
Okay, thank you. Bond is set at a $20 cash bond. Stay away from all MARTA property. Maintain a current address with the court, and his next court date is May 7th. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next is add-on number 3, Mr. Potts.
What did we do with that one? Did we? Okay. So we have State versus Genuine, Shun Anthony Potts, 26 CR 2623G. And Mr. Potts is accused of simple battery family violence. Incident date appears to be April 24th of this year. Any priors?
Second. He got an open case out of Fulton, theft by taking. It's 26 SC 000749. And wanted out of DeKalb County Public Peace. It says criminal damage in the 2nd degree and harassing communication. That's all.
Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. It appears that this incident happened April the 24th at 1427 Scotland Road. Tiana Robinson is the victim, and I believe I saw her earlier on the line. She indicated that they were at the house and that he forcefully picked her up in order to remove her from the home. He indicated to the officers he was doing so because she was drunk, but her issue was that she was a resident of the household, so he didn't have, she felt the right to ask her to leave. We do have a bond recommendation. No, it hasn't. I think I heard a warrant, so we would ask for a $2,500 surety at this time. No further violent contact. I believe she was going to speak on his behalf. And she actually wanted to indicate that, well, I'll let her say what she needs to say then. And that would be our bond recommendation.
Tiana Robinson, thank you, Ms. Battle. Tiana Robinson, if you're on Zoom, all right. Please unmute and raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you still living at 1427 Scotland Road?
Yes.
Are you planning to vacate?
Vacate?
Are you planning to vacate, leave the premises for good?
No.
All right. And why is that?
I just want to clarify that I was not physically harmed in the
I'm not interested in those clarifications. I'm asking you, are you planning to vacate and why not?
I do not feel feared by Genuine Potts or do not fear for my life at all.
Apparently from that, he doesn't want you at the property. So why are you still living there?
I have nowhere else to go.
Okay, that's an honest answer. Thank you so much. Ms. Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor, just to clarify a few things, in regard to the allegations, the alleged victim, Miss Robinson, she was highly intoxicated that night. I don't believe Mr. Potts wanted her to leave permanently. I believe that he was trying to get her to have a sort of cool off moment, so that she, could kind of get herself together. The intention was not for him to permanently kick her out. I do believe that they are in good standing. They are in good standing with each other, Your Honor. We're asking that a signature bond be issued in this case. I did hear about a warrant. If that does make him ineligible for a signature bond, Your Honor, we're asking for a very, very minimal surety or cash bond be issued. From what Mr. Potts relayed to me about Miss Robinson, and she can confirm, is that he did not harm her in any way that night. She was very intoxicated and was kind of behaving erratically, and all of the actions that happened on his side was to kind of stop that, but he was not physical with her in any way. And I believe she regrets getting police involved, and that was all because of her intoxication.
Bond is set at 2,000. It is a signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. This will be a 12-month monitoring with pretrial services. No further violent contact with Tiana Robinson. If Mr. Potts wishes to have her vacate the premises for good, he would need to file the appropriate dispossessory action and have her evicted per a court order. Meanwhile, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program, and he will complete all 24 weeks of classes at his expense. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons and no firearms. This next court date will be sent to the Scotland Road location. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So we have position number 23, Mr. Simmons.
What is going on with Charles Dupuy? Are we going to be addressing that? Charles Dupuy or Dupuy?
Medical reset.
He didn't want to get up.
He's what?
He didn't want to get up.
Oh, okay. So position 9 will be a behavior reset to Monday, April 20, was it 28? Or 27, excuse me. And this will not be a Riverside, not Riverside. Okay, and Brenda Scott is also reset to April 29 for an ASL. And I'm sorry, this was position 23.
Yes.
Brendan Singletary, accused of criminal trespass from April 23rd of this year. Case number 26 CR 2628A. Mr. Singletary has been advised of his rights, and his attorney is Miss Ulysses. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
It's third. You got an open trespass in state court. It's 26 CR 002 291A. 2023 trespass, simple battery arrest. That's it.
Thank you.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Fine, thank you. All right, let's hear from our prosecutor, Ms. Battle.
Yes, he was at 140 Pine Street South Northeast, which is the Savannah Suites. He was told to leave. They had previously told him to leave the property on April the 4th and April the 23rd, and earlier in the day. So the bond recommendation is for a $600 surety bond. Stay away from the location, and no alcohol, drugs, weapons while on bond.
Ms. Ulysses?
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking that you grant Mr. Singletary a signature bond. He's 32 years old. He's been a Georgia resident for the past 3 years. He's been facing homelessness since February. He did graduate with his Bachelor's of Science from Virginia Commonwealth, majoring in mass communication with a public relations focus. He also was diagnosed with PTSD last year, as well as depression and anxiety. He tries to get income from walking dogs on the Rover app when he can, also taking on bar back positions at restaurants when he can. Your Honor, in regards to the allegations, he's being accused of being, he wasn't supposed to be there. There was no damage to any property, no harm upon anyone there. He wants to be part of the PAD program, the diversion program with the city of Atlanta. So I believe him being on the property may have had something to do with that because, he did go there by himself and was told that he's not allowed to be there without an officer taking him to PAD. So I actually do see that a lot where, homeless people are kind of getting themselves arrested in order to be taken to PAD because they can't get the PAD recommendation without the police. Your Honor, he would comply with any sort of stay away from the incident location. And I do have some good contact numbers for him, and we could provide, I do have a good address for him as well.
Okay. Bond is going to be set at $50. It's a cash bond. And we are going to reset the case to May 7th, along with this other open case, 26 CR 0022918. And he's to stay 200 yards away from the Savannah Suites at 140 Pine Street in Northeast Atlanta. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, can we come back to position, add-on number 3? Mr. Potts?
Mr. Potts, yeah. Just one second. Have we addressed Harrison Smith? Yeah, we did, didn't we? Okay. All right. What's the issue with Mr. Potts?
He does not want a signature bond. I guess he doesn't want to go through with the stipulations.
I'm still going to require him to go through domestic violence. So you can either pay for your bond and then pay for the classes, or go on a signature bond and pay for the classes. Which one is the more appropriate one? Smart man.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
All right, let's go down the calendar. Position number 1, I have Fredo Achilles, and he's got a $3,500 surety bond. Further notice to May 7th. Position 2, Bradford, is a $3,000 surety bond, reset to May 7th. Position 3, Cameron, is a $2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Ms. Robinson, I'm about to remove you from Zoom if you interrupt me again. Position number 4, Clemens, is a $5,000 split bond, reset to May 7th. Position 5, Cooper, is a $1,500 surety bond, reset to May 7th. Position 6, Cox, is a $2,000 surety bond. No, excuse me, $20,000 surety bond, reset to May 7th. Position 7, Donrell Davis, is a $100 cash bond, reset to May 7th. Position 8, Dempse, is a $3,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Position 9, Charles Dupree, is reset to April 27th. This is not a Riverside matter. Position 10, Farmer, is a $3,000 split bond, reset to May 7th.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, just to correct that one, Farmer bonded out before, before the bond.
Okay. So on Zetinia Farmer, then she posted bond. So her case is further noticed then. Thank you. So Ms. Champion, I guess we can tear up the proposed bond order I had set in. Okay, position.
She came to court, right?
Yeah, she did. But
Well,
I
she
guess
bonded out after you provided your order?
I guess, go ahead, Ms. Correa.
There was a preset bond of $5,000. She did mention that she thought that her grandmother had paid her bond, but because there weren't any documents or anything indicating that a bond had been paid, we opted to move forward with the hearing just in case.
Okay. So she posted a $5,000 surety bond, and she's further noticed. Okay, thank you. Ovino Harris, that's a $7,500 surety bond, reset to May 7th. Position 12, Jackson, is a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Mark Johnson is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level I believe it was level 1.
Was that split?
It was, excuse me, it was a $4,000 split bond. And on the, was it a level 1 for reporting?
It was level 2, Your Honor.
Level 2. Okay, sorry about that. I just want to be sure. Thank you. So on Mark Johnson's a $4,000 split bond, it was a level 2 reporting on the pretrial portion. Lucant is a $2,750 surety bond reset to May 7th. 15 Macintosh is a $125 cash bond reset to May 7th. Middlebrooks is a $1,750 surety bond reset to May 7th. 17 Miller is a $20 cash bond reset to May 7th. 18 Mincy is a $3,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Position 19 Moore is a $2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 20 Morgan is a $1,250 surety bond reset to May 17th. 21 Sailor is a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 3. And 22 Brenda Scott is reset to April 28th for an ASL interpreter. Position 23 Singletary is a $50 cash bond reset to May 7th. 24 Harrison Smith is a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. Position 25 Tiller is a $2,500 surety bond reset to May 7th. 26 Dwayne Tiller is a $500 surety bond to May 7th. 27 Philip Tomes is a $10 cash bond reset. No, excuse me. Was it $10 cash bond, was it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that's reset to May 7th, and along with this other open case. And then 28 Bertha Williams is a $1,500 surety bond reset to May 7th. On the add-on cases, position 1 Andrew was a $1,500 surety bond reset May 7th. Position 2 Miles was a $75 cash bond reset to May 7th. And position 3 Potts is a $2,000 signature bond to pretrial level 1.
Yeah, I need you to go back to 16, 17, and number 8.
Okay, let's start with position 8. That was Anthony Dempse, and that was a $3,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2, 12 months monitoring with DVIP.
Thank you.
Okay, and then you said 16 and 17.
Correct.
Middlebrooks, position 16 is a $1,750 surety bond, reset May 7th.
What was that contact?
No contact with Aaron Holmes.
Thank you.
And then position 17, Miller is a $20 cash bond, reset to May 7th. Stay away from all model property. Okay. Anything else? Any corrections? No? All right, folks.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. For Tiller, I know he had 2 separate cases.
Yeah.
Can you go back to that and
Sure. Yeah, I was wondering whether I coded the right bond number on that one. Thank you. Okay, on Tiller, position number 25, that was a 2,500 surety on position 25. And then on 26 is a 500 surety. Both cases reset to May 7th.
I have the same. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, now Tiana Robinson, please unmute and start your video. What's your question?
I'd like to know, will he be released tomorrow? Can he be released tomorrow?
He'll be released within 24 hours. He'll be required to report to pretrial services and complete his classes, and no violent contact with you.
Would these classes be online or would he have to come in person?
He can enroll and do them online or in person, but it's 24 weeks of classes.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, folks. Thank you so much. Motorola, yes. Please unmute and start your video. Or was that the mom? Ms. Correa? What case was that, Ms. Correa?
Anthony, last name starts with a D. Dempse. Anthony Dempse.
All right.
Hi, Your Honor. I was just trying to see what was the disposition for my son's case today.
All right, he received a $3,500 signature bond through pretrial services. He'll be required to report to pretrial twice a month. He'll be required to complete a 24-week program. His pretrial monitoring will be for 12 months long. And he's required to stay away from 6200 Harold Road and have no contact with Aisha Taylor.
Okay, well, he don't talk to Aisha Taylor anymore, and he don't live at 62 Hartwell Road anymore.
Then he should have no problem complying with those conditions.
That's right. And these classes are due online, or he could do it. How would they do? How would he go about doing the class?
Within 30 days, he signs up for them. He can do them online or in person.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, you take care. Thank you.
You have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. All right, folks. Y'all have a great weekend. What's left of it. Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.